What do you think?
Well, this track, after 25 minutes, it has beat these riders up pretty good. So just trying to ride within your zone and conserve your energy. Now we've got a real battle going.
That was very close. I thought they were going to have a bit of a love tap going on there, rubber on rubber, but just managed to pull out of the challenge there and gets a bit of a kick, does Valentin.
It's amazing how close they are exiting the turn after Valentin goes wide and actually uses the momentum from going wide, carrying that speed to make the pass.
So this is going to change now because Ireland on 7, Spain on 9. The swapping positions there will take and give a point back to each of those two riders, which means it's going to be 8 points apiece as they cross the line.
Yeah, so when they cross the finish line next time around, our timing and scoring will catch up with it, and that'll put us on a tie.
And I think it will be Martin Barr, if he stays where he is. He's 9 seconds clear of Boutron. That might be the clincher for him to go through. Still, 4 minutes and 2 laps is a long way to go, isn't it?
It is at this race.
In a B final.
Yes.
So Jasikonis, what will he bring to the table? And there's the other danger. Because Jasikonis here is being caught by Ander Valentin. That could be another point, and that could be the deciding factor. So Ireland aren't out of the safe zone just yet.
So yeah, if Edmonds goes by, Valentin goes by, Edmonds knows that he has to also.
Yeah. He has to finish directly behind Ander Valentin now.
Well, yeah, the points are going to be very, very tight here, and there's some lap.
But you've got to favour at this moment Ander Valentin finding a way past, but they've also got Lucas Lonka ahead, so there's still big points here. 73, Lonka, he's in 4th place. And Jasikonis and Valentin there. Valentin taking the short route through, but this is here 4th, 5th and 6th place riders making their way around towards the finish line. The 73, the 77 and the 39 of Valentin in Spain. And Martin Barr needs to go, Stuart Edmonds needs to go with this traffic, otherwise they are out and Spain go through.
Well, and they're right there together with Lonka, Jasikonis, Valentin, and Edmonds. This 4 riders.
Is that the first time you said that name?
Obviously, because I'm sure that the pronunciation was not.
No. It was pretty good.
Not the traditional. It was the first attempt. So
you were building up gradually. It's taking you 30 minutes to get there.
Oh, look at this! Now they're starting to bang some bars here. The 77 starting to get aggressive with only a couple minutes plus 2 laps left.
Yeah. So Barr, Boutron, Michek. There your first 3. Lonka still hanging in there, isn't he? Just here, number 73 in 4th. Valentin around the outside, so he's found a way past Jasikonis. Michek was just here.
Here is Valentin. No, Valentin's on the 73 of Lonka.
I think Michek has also been passed just there. Look, I think.
So last time around at the finish, Ireland and Spain were tied with 8 points. Poland off in 3rd, but certainly off the pace with 15 points combined of their best 2 scores.
Smoking, this Honda smoking. 73 of Lucas Lonka. Definitely looks like there's the odd puff of smoke. I think they'll be fine in terms of the distance that we've got to go. But
well, it certainly is amazing what these 4-stroke machines will do once they start to lose coolant and steam starts coming out, smoke, whatever. These engines are pretty durable these days.
So we're getting the crunch time here. There's still a minute, so it's going to be 3 laps to go. We are, Barr is already through. Boutron is already through. So Ireland and Spain.
Points will have changed. They were tied at 8 last time around.
Poland and Spain go through, and then Czech Republic go through, Lithuania go through, and Edmonds for Ireland goes through, and Spain now suddenly have 2 points clearance over Ireland.
Well, it's the effort of Valentin here, number 39, who at one point was really battling with Edmonds, the 66. Now he's cleared through the other riders. So pretty outstanding effort. Now these numbers are really starting to starting to come down here. Only 6 points.
And what's more impressive is I think they actually they would have put Boutron at the inside in terms of their start list. So Spain would have gone to the gate 5th. Then they would have gone, towards the middle and then towards the outside. So Valentin would have been centre of the box. So he would have had a lot of work to do to get around that first turn, get himself into position, stay out of trouble as well, where there was a little bit of carnage. And he's not had an easy ride through the pack to get to where he is now, in 4th place. Right, and we've got a replay coming up now of Ander Valentin going through, as he's now trying to find a way past Lucas Lonka to get him into 3rd. That'll put him even more clear of Ireland.
Well, and the interesting thing here also,
going through,
Spain does go through here. Jorge Zaragoza, their teammate, is all the way back in 37th at the moment.
Oh, and he goes down! And Lonka goes down! Drama! As Valentin crashes out, Lonka goes down as well. So 2 guys go out. Ireland are going to qualify. All of a sudden, with 2 to go. We're just talking about how hard a ride Valentin has had here to get himself into 3rd place, finding a way past Lucas Lonka, but the ground, the texture of the ground changing in those waves, and that is a big sigh of relief for Stuart Edmonds and Team Ireland as well.
So we're going to wait for the points to come up as these riders cross the finish line. Now Ireland goes back on top with a low score of 6.
And we are...
Certainly for Spain, the numbers, it's showing us 9 on timing and scoring, but it should go up from that even.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Valentin to come through, aren't we? There he is. He's gone down again.
Well, this is 2 turns before the finish. So outstanding ride by Valentin, really charging through the pack, putting his team in the position to qualify. And where's he going to go through now? 10th. Puts Spain up to 12 points. Ireland on 6 with 2 laps to go.
That is ground clearance right there for Team Ireland. So they'll all the leprechauns that are walking around the paddock today have seen there.
Another Motocross of Nations heartbreak.
Okay, Ander Valentin. This was his pass on Lucas Lonka, just on Jessiconis. Went down the inside. That was just a couple of laps ago. That was the bar banging. That was the elbows we were talking about, Jeff. Lonka was looking behind thinking, okay, this is going to be close. And then watch this. Up over the waves. Got it wrong.
Oh, that was his own mistake.
And then he goes down. Lonka tried to pick the wheel up off the side of the bike.
Gives a little burst of the throttle and sends it into one of our television cameras here. Oh, so frustrating. Valentin had such a great ride going.
And Stuart Edmonds just rides around the carnage.
Thank you very much.
And he now sits in 5th position now. His teammate Martin Barr leads the way on this final lap. Stuart Edmonds coming over the line any moment now. He's found a way past Jessiconis as well. So even better news for Ireland as Edmonds climbs himself up into 4th place. So, but just a dramatic end to this B final, Jeff. And it's just... This is the kind of thing that we expect in the Motocross of Nations as well, isn't it? You know, the drama that we had in the qualifying races. Yes, of course, we'll talk in more detail about those, particularly that MX2 qualifier, and also in the open class, both involving the American riders.
Yes.
Involving the American riders.
Yes.
And, you know, it's the same all the way through. The pressure, the intensity that this race, you know, brings with it.
Well, and as opposed to... you ride in the World Championship where you're out there riding for yourself and it's your own finish. There's a lot of strategy involved because of scores and throwaway scores, especially once we get to the 3rd A final here later on today. But for these riders, once again, this is a condensed version of that, kind of a sneak peek to what this day, what the type of drama is going to hold as this day goes on.
Well, we're looking at Martin Barr, the race leader, 6 seconds clear of Jose Boutron. So Ireland leading the way from Spain, and obviously they were the 2 top nations in this B final. And we still have to wait for Stuart Edmonds to come over the line. He's about 25 seconds down on his teammate, so it's not all over yet, because if there's a problem with Edmonds, for instance, Gordon Crockard, their teammate, still down in, what, 28th place, 20th position? 28th place, 20th position?
Yeah,
just here, 20th place.
Yeah.
So the final corner then for Martin Barr. He will take the checkered flag. He will win the B final. He celebrates with a race win, but we still have to wait for his teammate, and that's going to be a long 25-second wait for him, because he knows the job is done at the moment, but it's not as the line.
Yeah, and so for these riders at the top of this class, they're going through, they're stopping instantly, looking, talking to their team members. Where's my teammates at? Did we make it? There's going to be some heartbreak conversations going on.
So Beatron over the line second, Micek third, Edmonds goes fourth, Ireland qualified to the main event. Here's Martin Barr. So he is a happy man.
Yeah, there you go.
He's also going to be a tired and weary rider going into the first race, because it's going to be him up first in the MXGP and MX2 race, which will kick off the Monster Energy FIM Motocross and Nations. We are on air at 1, and the first race, the first of 3 30-minute plus 2 lap races.
Can't wait. This is a nice way to start off today's racing. Ireland going through. Thrill of victory there. It's be a good feeling to know that they're in that A final once again.
Good way to start the day. Actually, the B final, a lot of people look down on the B final and go, oh, it's the B final, we're not going to watch the warm-up, it's the B riders, you know, da-da-da-da. But it is one of the most exciting. Whoa! Somebody just crashing out in front of us there as we were looking at Martin Barr there. But I was just looking at the crowd and getting that sense of atmosphere out there. But, you know, it's just that whole thing, isn't it? We're here with the B final. We have to